Is this the perfect boot for electricians? Before we get into that, did you know that we customize boots for large corporations' employees? Today we're going to take you through that process and how we got to this boot for CEC Electrical. CEC Electrical was established in 1995 and is a trusted name amongst many businesses here in South Africa. They do everything from CCTV, solar panels and general electrical work. The solar industry here in South Africa has really taken off over the past 10 years, and for one reason being we simply don't have enough electricity for all of us. So what we have is a thing called load shedding, where we go through anywhere from 0 to 12 hours a day where we simply don't have electricity, and this has created many companies and households to convert to solar energy. The family over at CEC are huge Gym Green fans, each having over 5 pairs. So we were approached by them to put a boot together for their installation team. Now what we had to take into mind is that these guys are climbing ladders every day and working on rooftops. So they need something with support and protection, while at the same time not being too heavy and holding them down and tiring them out. So before we hear about how the team are finding their pair of boots, let's run through the specs. So being fans of the African Ranger boot, we stuck with the upper. Now they wanted this boot to go with their uniform, so we went with our JGC black leather and we added a nice subtle touch of the CEC branding on the heel counter here. Working in construction and around heavy duty machines and materials that can fall on their toes, they are required to wear steel toe caps. So this has a steel toe cap. Now the boot comes together in the midsole with our polyester woven board. Now they went for this option for two reasons. One being they're rolling this boot out to the entire team, so it does keep costs down a little bit, and the fact that they've added a steel toe cap makes this boot already quite heavy. So our polyester woven midsole does reduce the weight and make this boot come together with our tire wedge sole. Now this was something I was really happy to see them go for, and it just shows that when a plan comes together. So we developed this tire wedge sole to form that gap between our JG lug sole and our OR wedge sole. Now the JG lug sole is quite firm and rugged, while the OR wedge sole is nice and soft but doesn't have as much grip as the JG lug sole. So we needed something in between that these guys can work all day in, that's super comfortable and gives them a bunch of grip when they're working on top of rooftops. Now in between the tire wedge sole and the polyester woven midsole is a steel shank. Now this is something that you'll need when climbing ladders. So that steel shank is very important when climbing and putting all the weight of your body into the middle of the boot. It gives you that added support. Another benefit for CEC is being a local South African company. They can get these boots back to us for a resale when they are ready, adding some new life to them rather than chucking them in the bin. Many of you are probably wishing you could get this boot in this exact spec, and we are in the process of having this boot approved for the various safety specs in other countries. So here's just a little sneak peek at some of the options that we're looking at doing. This is the exact same boot, African Ranger, safety toe, but then our beige tire wedge. And then another one is our Stockman boot in the beige tire wedge. And then we've got blast from the past, the legend of our range, the Razorback. But now let's head down to the team at CEC and see how they're finding their new work boots.
If your boots remind you of an animal, which one would it be and why?
I'd say my boots remind me of a buffalo. Hard and rugged, strong and ready to tackle all the terrains.
I'd say a rhinoceros, Sam, because definitely comfortable, and wear and tear, it's unbelievable, unmatched.
How do you compare the boots to your last boots?
I'd say these boots are worlds apart, completely. When you talk about a quality premium product, absolutely phenomenal.
What's your favorite part about your boots?
Oh, definitely the comfort, Bobby, unmatched.
What is your favorite feature of the boot?
Definitely my favorite feature comes down to terrain. No matter where I am, I know I've got these hard, nice, strong, rugged soles that can get me through, especially when we're doing work on roofs and solar, all these types of terrains that we go through. It's great.